Okay, everybody should be coming in now. I think everyone should be able to hear me. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Let's see, is everyone there? I'd like to see if everyone turns on their video and their microphone, we should be good to go. Hi, everybody. All right, I think if everyone's in successfully, that'll be fantastic. Good news, bad news. Bad news is Nancy's on vacation, which is good news for her, but that means you have to deal with only myself today. But I am Bill Levins, president of the company. Not sure if everyone has joined us previously, might know that, but I'm happy to talk about all the products. And then at the end, we're going to talk about it, have a little discussion period so I can answer any questions you have. Hopefully everyone received their samples. We've been trying to be really diligent about getting those out pretty quickly. We should have today, we are reviewing our hyaluronic acid serum, our eye complex firming cream, and our fruit enzyme mask. 3 top sellers, 3 big favorites of mine. So I was going to say, let me just jump in. And like I said, I'm going to leave it open for questions at the end. Our hyaluronic acid, obviously. This is a great moisturizer humectant that helps draw moisture to your skin. Hyaluronic acid, very popular today. We've been actually proudly promoting hyaluronic acid for a decade or more. It's found in a lot of our different products. And you'll see a lot of discussion nowadays about hyaluronic acid having different molecular sizes. Ours is a high to middle or a high to mid-weight molecular size. And what that means is it basically sits on top of the skin, doesn't penetrate too deeply, but that's in with our attitude about how hyaluronic acid should be utilized. We want to draw moisture from the surrounding air to your skin to create a layer of moisture against it. Some of the other multi-molecular weight hyaluronic acid formulas today, they'll chop up the molecules to make them even smaller so that they say they penetrate deeper into the dermis and epidermis. I can't say we agree with that wholeheartedly, but I mean, if people are using different molecular weight things, that's great for them. But people have been, raving and utilizing our hyaluronic acid for years, if not decades, and it's a really simple, clean formula. I believe we have 8 or 9 ingredients total. So if you compare us to some of our leading competitors out there, they'll have dozens, if not like 20 or 30 ingredients jammed into this little simple formula. And that just runs counter to our whole philosophy of trying to keep things simple and clean and very effective. I was going to say, does anyone have any questions specifically about that right now? I got to change to my everyone. I don't want everyone in the waiting room. Everybody should be in here. Why does it say everybody's in the waiting room? Hold on one second. There we go. Does everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone's heard me so far, or have I been talking to myself? Because I'm worried now that it said everybody's in the waiting room.
I heard you.
Okay, fantastic. Just give me 1 second. Technical glitch here. Everyone publicly, there you go. I'm in the right chat now. If no one has any questions, we're gonna continue on. I don't see any questions, but it still says I'm chatting in the waiting room. Why is it doing that? My apologies, I've never had this issue before. Everyone publicly and directly, there you go. All right. We'll just type hello, everyone. All right, well, I'm gonna move on. You're gonna have to either raise your hand or interrupt me speaking because my chat seems to be malfunctioning here. The second product is our eye complex firming cream. Personally, a big favorite of mine. I've used it for years. I use it way beyond the under eye area and the crow's feet area. I actually use this as a general moisturizer all over, which is something that can be done with most of our products that are, for the face, because they're pretty clean, pretty simple, and adaptable overall. Now, this product has been upgraded recently. It actually now includes uh, a a new lift ingredient. It's called Octolift, if I remember right. Again, around the same ideas of the botanicals and the other ingredients that are supposed to help synthesize collagen as well as to eliminate fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes. But we wanted to give it just a little extra boost. So, and I gotta find exactly what it is because it's a complex of ingredients. I can't read that small, sorry. But it's actually called, yes, it's actually oleoactive, which is a lift oleoactive. So it's a combination of botanicals that are specifically targeted to helping the under eye area as well as the whole eye area to firm up and lift. So it's fantastic. Again, I've used this for years as an overall moisturizer. I actually used to travel when I was traveling before the pandemic shut all that down. I would travel with a bottle of this in my backpack or my carry-on so that I could actually moisturize after getting off the plane because you know how dry that air is. And it's just a fantastic product. Obviously, it's a cream, so it's a little thicker for application. It would go on after any of our serums, like our hyaluronic acid serum, but it still absorbs really nicely. It goes very quickly, but again, specifically targeted for around the under eye area. Now, we have a lot of different eye products in our product mix. So this might, be attractive for, someone that doesn't need the under eye dark circle serum that we sell that is more, centered around treating bags and under eye circles. We also have an eye complex serum, an eye firming serum that has a little bit more firming action to it. It's got DMAE in it, where this does not have DMAE in it. So if someone is not comfortable with that ingredient, this is a good alternative. So that's why we actually have a lot of different products that might seem like they're similar, but they usually have different ingredients that appeal to different audiences. The last product, and I'm supposed to be actually demoing these. I should pay attention more when Nancy does this because she always squirts them out. Come on, get out. There we go. I was going to say this goes on really nicely and basically absorbs really quickly. That's why I've always loved this product because I can put it on my face, and by the time I actually am off the plane after putting it on in my seat, it's already absorbed. It's done. I'm feeling great. Everybody else is looking dry and haggard getting off the plane, and here I am looking great. The last one is our fruit enzyme mask. Now, this has been out for about 2 years, but with the whole 2020, and we'll just call it a newbie because everybody was stuck at home and missed out on a lot of the opportunities. But it's fantastic because it is basically, we have a lot of different masks. A lot of them are clay based, and so is this. But if someone wants to also treat themselves to a basically beta hydroxy acid for gentle exfoliation rather than using like our 10% glycolic acid cream or one of our other products. This fruit enzyme is fantastic because it's got pumpkin, pineapple, and papaya. So they're really gentle exfoliating enzymes that help to slough away the dead skin cells. And then it's also got cannelin and bentonite clay. And this is where I miss out on having Nancy, because she would correct me on any of my mispronunciations of the ingredients. But this also has sodium hyaluronate in it. we're strong believers because the clays can be overly drying. We like to add in some moisturizing elements when we're layering in some multiple clays and multiple enzymes. So, you know, it's got other ingredients in there that are going to help to avoid drying out the skin. Although I will admit that when I use when I use the fruit enzyme mask, it does dry out my skin a little bit more. That's why I tend to our hydrating mask. But everyone really loves this. It's fantastic. I will address one concern that people have brought up to me recently. In some instances, when you take it off, and I don't think you're going to be able to see this, when you take it off, it might appear clumpy or gelatinous in the container. That's usually because it's been in a cooler temperature or something, but usually when you apply it on, it smooths right over. And I'm trying to do this over my laptop keyboard, so, you know, I'm trying to be careful. But it actually creams up again and applies really nicely. The interesting thing about this mask is when it dries, it actually dries back to a almost transparent, clear kind of film. So you might, unless you really layer it on thick, you might not even see it on your skin. You'll still feel it because as it dries, it's going to have that natural tendency to tighten and pull the skin a little bit because it's drying and those clays are you know, helping to do what they're programmed to do. But it will dry. It's going to take a little longer to dry. And it, you know, if you slather it on really deeply, yeah, in which case you will actually see it. You know, it'll remain on your skin kind of white. But I usually put it on in a nice thin layer, and I'll usually catch a little extra around the corners of my nose or in, you know, where I can see it still on me. But it's actually after about 5-10 minutes, it dries. You can either, there's two ways you can take it off. Now, Judy, one of the former owners here, who unfortunately we lost about a year ago, she would actually wait for it to dry, and then she would gently rub it off as kind of an exfoliating factor, which is one method for taking off. And I think she picked that up from our 107 light skin peel, because that's how you take that off in some instances. So that will work. And she liked it. She would rave about when she was like rubbing it off, how she would feel it pulling away some of the dead skin. The other option is the more traditional, you know, wet a washcloth, wipe it off, or, you know, rinse it off as you get it off. And yeah, this is already getting tacky, but I don't know if you can see, it's white, but it is actually, you know, starting to go a little bit more clear, but you can obviously see it. Those are the three products that, you know, I think everyone should have demos of. I don't know if everyone has them. Did anyone ever? Are we having mail problems again?
No, I received.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry,
got mine.
I need to get my hands cleaned up here. Okay, foolish me, didn't bring a washcloth or anything. So those are the three products. They work really well together. Obviously, the fruit enzyme mask, you're going to use 1 to 3 times a week. And I can, you know, normally a mask like this, you might only use once a week, but this is gentle enough and, you know, that you could use it more than that. Some people use it multiple times. I have to keep it away from my daughter because she likes to wear masks. Like our charcoal mask, I think she does every single day. So I have to hide my charcoal mask so she doesn't use it. But are there any questions? Oh, there we go. Oh, how long do you leave the mask on? Hey, I can see the questions. Great. Basically, it's basically until it dries. This is, I mean, I've only been talking for about 5 minutes, and it's a little tacky to the feel. We usually say, I think it says on the jar, it actually says 10 to 15 minutes. So 10 to 15 minutes is probably when this will be dry. Although I can actually already start to rub it off. If I was talking about how Judy would rub it off, and you can see it kind of balls up. I'll be honest, I never liked doing that, but you know, she loved it. She thought it worked that way, and that is an option. I just think it makes a mess, like I just threw all over my keyboard.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions or anything else I can answer?
I don't think so.
was gonna say I feel I have let Nancy down if I do this in like 15 minutes. She's usually much more dynamic and engaging, but I was gonna say I will. I was gonna say the nice thing is shortly after this, we do have the system down, so you will receive emails. We were a little late after the last Zoom demo getting emails out to everyone, so you will receive an email that has a quick little short survey. Once you complete that, you'll be able to choose which full-size product you would like to receive. And then we basically send you a coupon code that allows you to redeem it through the website. So it's not a coupon code, it's a gift card. So you can use that amount to purchase that product. So this product is, I think, $24.90. You would actually be able to buy that product and, and as part of a larger order, or just buy that one and get it shipped to you for free. So, it's fantastic that way. We stopped shipping the actual products out to everyone because this way we feel that they can buy that product that they wanted, or they can utilize it towards something else if they prefer. So it was just a little easier. But at the same time, if anyone joins us normally for the trivia contest that we have that take place at the beginning of every month, because Reviva does 3 online events every single month. Usually around the first week, we do a trivia night where we all get together. We have, we have a competition where you're answering trivia questions, and then the winners of each round will receive a gift card to get prizes. In August, we decided to cancel it. It'll happen again in September, but we feel that most people are on vacation. We had a pretty low turnout in July, and we figured that everyone has been cooped up for almost a year, so they wanted to get out and experience, the nice weather. So we're going to skip trivia in August, but hope to see everyone again in September. Our webinars are still taking place. So we have a webinar in the middle of every month, and then obviously we have our Zoom demos at the end of every month. So, lots of stuff to do. We're always here. I was going to say, we also have, let me do some promotion since I'm on here. We actually have 2 new products ready to return to the market. Well, one's returning to the market after a very prolonged absence, and the other one is going to be brand new for us. The multi-factor brightening cream is in final testing right now. It's in basically microbial and pH testing. It has to stabilize for a week. Once that's available, that'll be ready to order. So it's probably sometime next week. Let me get a drink of water here. Sorry, felt that coming. That actually has azelaic acid as well as tranexamic acid in it, along with kojic acid. So it's going to be actually kind of multi-functional. It's really targeted as a brightening product, brightening cream. But the azelaic and tranexamic acid, if anyone is really familiar with it, they've actually been used for a long time to help control blemishes, as well as to reduce the scarring after having blemishes and acne. So I think it's going to be a really nice product. It's really fantastic. It was very popular around here during all our testing phases. So I think it's going to be one of our best sellers really quick. The other product that's returning to the market after a long absence is our Problem Skin Mask. We finally reformulated our Problem Skin Mask and took out the phenoxyethanol and improved it even more. It is fantastic. They all laughed at me the other day because there was a bit of a spillage when we were taking samples. So rather than let it go to waste, I scooped it up with a glove and started putting it on my face and putting it on other people's face. So we were all wearing Problem Skin masks the other day. It's really great. It's cooling, it's calming, and obviously it helps with blemish control. It is a fantastic mask. It was very popular years ago, and I think it's even going to be more popular once we return it to the market. And again, that's in final testing as well. So those 2 new products will be available hopefully next week. If anyone has been looking for our rose water spray, our 8-ounce rose water spray, that is also available. Actually, will probably be turned on today. So that's back in stock. We just had a lot of back orders we were taking care of first. So as soon as they put stock in the consumer area, it'll go back on the website. So I know that's been out of stock for about 6 months simply because, of supply and ingredient shortages, but that will be back in inventory again, like I said, hopefully by today. So that's it. If anyone has any other questions, I see one. I'm terrible at reading my chat. Sorry. The apple stem cell serum, is it back in stock? It is not back in stock. It is actually deep in the reformulation at this point. So it's probably going to be out of stock for a while, but enough people have spoken up that they really love this formula that it is probably going to come back again in the near future. However, and here I'm going to divulge a super secret, the next incarnation of our 313 Advanced Peptide Plus Creme is getting a nice little boost of Swiss apple stem cell serum. So it's actually getting the Swiss apple added into that cream, which is already a really potent anti-aging product because it's got argireline, DMAE, vitamin C ester, can't really remember the rest of them off the top of it, but now we're adding the Swiss apple stem cell into it as well. So it basically, we're just trying to enhance that product and add something else that we think is going to be beneficial to the skin.
Nice.
So, but if you're looking for the apple stem cell, then it's probably going to be a month or so before it gets back in stock. It usually, the reformulation process in today's world has been slowed down simply because the ingredients and the micro batches of ingredients that we buy are in short supply. It's crazy. And then we sometimes go through multiple variations where we make up small batches, people test it for a couple of weeks in real world scenarios at home, and we'll come back and people won't like this or that about it, and then we make changes and the whole process starts again. So hopefully it comes through quickly because it's a very simple formula. But anything else? Nope. Wow, I feel like I couldn't have done that good of a job, so I feel I might have done poorly. But I'm glad everybody joined us today. So I'm happy to see everyone as usual. I was gonna say I didn't even get Carrie to join me today because she's busy. A lot of people here are on vacation as well. Obviously Nancy, but a lot of other people are also out. So we're very short-handed. And July and August is always bad around here. Everybody wants to go do things. I guess that's what happens when you're so close to the shore. But all right, well, I guess if no one else has any questions, if I can't answer anything about any products or anything else, we'll sign off. I'm glad everybody joined us. Thank you so much. Look for the email that goes out that will tell you, how to redeem your gift card for the free product. And I'll see everyone probably in September for the trivia. So thanks, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.